Hello, fellow Americans. You are on the YouTube channel Common Constitutionalism, and I am Mitch. I talk about issues in our government, the erosion of our culture, the minimizing of our way of life, and the disregard for our Constitution. Keep your conservative voices active. Subscribe to this channel and listen as I talk about issues we are facing in our country and government. Visit my website, commonconstitutionalism.com. Enjoy reading my conservative blogs, and if you like them, maybe throw in a donation. While on commonconstitutionalism.com, go ahead and shop at the Sage Novelty Shop, where you will find shirts which feature our very own unique conservative political memes and captions. Display your conservative beliefs with pride. These items send a clear message without saying a word, or if you prefer, you can use them as a conversation starter. Come join my Facebook group, Common Constitutionalism, for discussions of topics, sharing of ideas, and interacting with others just like yourself who are proud to be Americans. Trump is a 5-star general leading the coronavirus, COVID-19. The truth is, you cannot watch or read liberal media news outlets, listen to a Democrat politician speak, or have a conversation with a liberal person on a street corner without hearing the scorching name calling and clearly fictitious babble. Ask yourself this: what was Congress doing while the CDC confirmed the United States' first COVID-19 case? While Trump was creating the coronavirus task force and enacting travel bans? Here's a hint. It's called impeachment. That is correct. Congress's total attention was 24 hours a day engrossed in bickering like school children over President Trump's impeachment. Do not forget this fact. Impeachment spanned from September 24th, 2019 to February 5th, 2020. That is right, 4.5 months long. Fake impeachment is what the Democrat politicians were concerned with. They surely were not thinking about protecting America. And Democrats definitely were not thinking about COVID-19. So all this bull that you hear about how Trump didn't act fast enough and he didn't take it serious and all of that, this is the truth. This is what the Democrats were doing. This is where their concerns were. I am thankful that President Trump is America's president during this unprecedented time. Because of Trump's leadership and decisive actions, many American lives will be saved. Whether you want to talk about President Trump's fast-tracking FDA approvals, travel bans he instituted around the world, the partnership he aligned with private business, or the way he has led the country during the COVID-19 pandemic. In all these instances, he has led like a 5-star general. Even with all the usual fake news and negative press, Trump's approval ratings continue to climb. It is driving the left crazy. Now it has come to the point that the Democrat politicians and liberal media are saying they don't think Trump's daily update press conferences should be televised. They want to take him off the air in the attempt to limit his exposure. The reason is simple to understand. They can see the press coverage is making him stronger than ever. Now we have the phony fake news outlets and Democrat politicians scrambling to cover their asses, trying to come up with ways of slowing Trump down and making him look less presidential and appear as a bumbling idiot. Democrat politicians, liberal media, and Democrat followers alike are daily aggressively attacking Trump for being personally responsible for coronavirus. They say he has moved too slowly, which allowed the virus to decimate the United States. They say he does not listen to the scientists and is putting Americans at risk of dying. Despite the fact, experts on the coronavirus task force continually praise President Trump on the way he listens to all the experts. Then, after hearing all their opinions, he uses this information to make his decisions. Let the facts speak for themselves. President Trump, in a span of 1 month, completely rewrote the book on how to respond in a pandemic. Trump created a partnership with private business never before done in government. The president removed regulations, freeing companies from months of red tape to manufacture needed medical equipment, PPE, supplies, and medicines. President Trump and his administration accomplished so much behind the scenes, which no one outside of his administration knew of. While Democrat politicians and liberal news and liberal followers were busy running their mouths and ridiculing Trump without any real knowledge, Trump and his administration were quietly rewriting the book on how to respond in a pandemic. And here's a note to ponder. It is nice to know that there is a group of politicians in politics that do not leak information. They accomplished all the early steps. President Trump and his administration and the task force that he created. They accomplished these early steps to handle COVID-19. A lot of it was done behind closed doors without saying a word. Despite all the liberal ridicule, the Trump administration stayed quiet, did their job, put everything in place, and then announced what they had done, why they had done it, and the task force that was created, and what they had been up to, working up to that point. Now the Democrat politicians are calling for investigation into the Trump administration's slow response to COVID-19. While all the liberals in media, politics, and the rank and file are blaming President Trump and his administration for the lack of response to the COVID-19 pandemic, well, I've got a timeline to put together of all these things, what Trump accomplished and what the Democrat politicians, media, and all were actually saying and doing at the same time. So pay attention to how much sooner Trump's timeline was compared to the others when looking over these timelines. Listen, folks, no one is perfect, and neither is President Trump. If someone wants to pick out an issue here and there to voice a different opinion, well, that's fine. But do it fair and honest. Decency, understanding, forgiveness, and compassion are basics of morality. If Democrat politicians, liberal media, and Democrat voters are not capable of exhibiting these moral fundamentals, then I am sorry. Because in that case, you liberals have opened a rift so wide and deep, it cannot and will not be healed. As always, you can read the full article to this and many others at my website, commonconstitutionalism.com. And don't forget to vote in November presidential election. Let's see what we can accomplish here. My aim is to create a loyal following so I can continue bringing awareness to these kinds of issues. We will talk about issues in our government, the erosion of our culture, the minimizing of our way of life, and the disregard for our Constitution. I would appreciate you all exploring, donating, subscribing, joining, and shopping on my sites. You will see them displayed at the beginning and the end of the videos. Until next time, this is Common Constitutionalism, and I am Mitch. Thank you, America.